This is episode 1967 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley. How are you doing today? I honor you for giving yourself permission to slow down so you can connect to the best part of who you are. We are midweek in our series. If you're following along, you can listen to any of these episodes at any time. They don't follow any sequence, although they each are customized to support a weekly theme. And in each episode, you discover a meditation technique you can do that also is aligned with the week's theme. The week's theme is how to heal your soul wounds. We all have them. In fact, experts reveal that we usually are dealing with at least 2 soul wounds at any given moment. The soul wounds are injustice, betrayal, rejection, humiliation, and abandonment. In today's episode, you will discover a chakra meditation technique you can do to help you create a hero's journey from your soul wound. The temptation and the pain can cause you to blame, to feel as though you're a victim, to hate, and to resent those people and situations that caused or contributed to your soul wound. That is the path of least resistance, although it's a long, lonely, isolating path. And if you are here listening to a meditation podcast, I imagine you are game to try a hero's journey. You may have heard of a hero's journey. In fact, I'm sure that many of the Hollywood movies or books that you may read have to do with people who've overcome extenuating circumstances, like you. Also, you may be familiar with the perhaps most notable hero's journey researcher, and that is Joseph Campbell. He wrote extensively about the hero's journey in his books, such as The Hero with 1,000 Faces, The Hero's Journey, and The Power of Myth. As you consider your own soul wound that you're focusing on today, consider a few quotes from Joseph Campbell. He said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." How does that resonate with you when you think about your soul wound? Is there a lesson you may be hesitant or afraid to face? Is there something you must do in order to heal your soul wound that causes you so much fear? His other quote I want to share is, "We must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us." If you are part of a religion or you're spiritual, you may have heard from the great works passed down through the ages that your greatest trials bring you closest to God, and they bring you closest to your true essence, who you really are. I want to share with you the tail end of the article I read to you at the beginning of the series. I've been saving this part for today's episode. And the article is by Dr. Darcia Narvaez. She is a psychologist, and she wrote the stories of connection to heal the primal wound. Each of us is connected to not only the web of life, but a web of stories. So consider the story you will create out of your wound, your soul wound. She says, once you take up the journey, guides and mentors will come. You will notice stories that encourage you. Despite obstacles, if you stay focused, help will be provided. Of course, sometimes the challenge is to discern the difference between the necessary obstacles we must overcome to reach our dream and the signs telling us we are on the wrong path. Have you noticed a new idea or tantalizing path that keeps popping into your head or turning up in your life? Will you say yes? Will you take up the hero's journey? Take these thoughts with you into your meditation. You can have the option to focus at your abdominal area, your third chakra, and visualize there a flame lighting you up, slowly flickering, the color yellow, warming you with your zest for life and your passion, reminding you of who you are. If you'd like the full guided meditations that are half-hour meditations that go along with this week's series, you can find those on the Sip and Om meditation app. You also receive a journal and a slowdown guide with each week's series. You can try the app that has nearly 2,000 meditations for 2 weeks free access to the full app. You are so worth slowing down for.